Good morning to colleagues in Europe and the US, and I think it's good afternoon to others in other parts of the country, of the world. I'll straight away build on what Vijay Kumar was talking and try and answer how the Azim Premji Foundation, which got involved in this program. As a foundation, while we do various things, we have a philanthropy arm where one of our key concern is to work to address the vulnerability, the well-being of people who are very vulnerable and marginalized. And small and marginal farmers in India is a very important group towards whose well-being we try and work, largely through our partner organizations, mainly in the civil society, and in the case of Andhra Pradesh, with the government of Andhra Pradesh. Not to repeat, but to very quickly say that, look, the situation of small and marginal farmers in India is quite precarious. In recent studies are suggesting that a significant number of these families are no longer getting classified as farmers because their primary income is shifting to wage labor. The young people, the youth in these families increasingly are hesitant to continue their ancestral tradition and follow the footsteps of their parents and continue to farming. Their expectations are different as well. This is on the farm income side, things are precarious. We all know the host of reasons: erratic rainfall, impact of climate. The increased cost in chemical intensive farming is also resulting in a huge debt burden. A lot of organizations that we work with have for many decades looked at increase in incomes of farmers. And some of them who dug deeper, they found that even after incomes have improved, and after people having growing, let's say, sufficient amount of cereal to feed themselves for an entire year, the nutritional situation hadn't improved much. In fact, very marginally. And all this became very, very stark during the COVID and the post-COVID situation, where we realized that health of individuals and their immunity is also depends so much on nutritional situation. India has a 38% national stunting rate. It probably has come down in the last couple of years. I'm talking of a 2-year-old data, but it's alarming in terms of what it does in terms of even the human potential of the coming generation. So we need that things to be addressed. I don't think, we have about 55% of our population, which is considered as primarily drawing its livelihood from agriculture. I don't think we will have a situation like Europe or US even in the next 30 years, where we will have 2% or 8% population only relying on agriculture as core livelihood. So we need to do something which, builds the both income as well as reduce vulnerability of people, especially the small and marginal farmers, through the agriculture and allied sector. 85% of all our farmers are small and marginal farmers. So for the Azim Premji philanthropy, we have been nudging and engaging with our partners to look at slightly wider concern of well-being of farmers. Definitely it includes strengthening the livelihood, hopefully creating, let's say, stability, and preferably significant increase in incomes, but reducing vulnerability as well. And that includes, the sustainability aspect in terms of ensuring soil quality is retained, water which is depleting at a very alarming rate in the country, especially groundwater exploitation. Can that be managed better? Resilience of farmers, better nutrition as well. And we also, believe that the agency of people, their knowledge, is also something that needs to be both recognized and built. which as of now in most of our large extension systems in agriculture is significantly ignored or invisibilized, especially of women. And um, so, what happened in the Andhra Pradesh case and how we have partnered, as Vijay Kumar was saying, um, um, for civil society has done significant work in, I would say, broadly agroecological space. Important innovations have happened across the globe and within India as well. But most of these, they're a very diverse kinds of interventions, and their footprint is remains small. For any large scale effort, especially the Indian context we have seen, we require a significant support and backing of the government, the political will to back it, and people inside the government who can be champions and who will see this kind of a program through. Um, in Andhra Pradesh, all of these things kind of came together. We had the Andhra Pradesh government at its highest political level uh, showing significant commitment and saying, they're going to back it and through resources. We had somebody like Vijay Kumar who has the reputation and the past experience of leading large programs in the country. He talked about the whole work of large scale women self-help groups creation in the country, and he used to be the national head of that kind of a program. Um, there is presence of good civil society organization in Andhra Pradesh. And as Iris was mentioning, in Andhra Pradesh, you have this, big network of women self-help groups, and it's almost covered a very large percentage of all women in the rural India, rural Andhra Pradesh. Um, all these combination of factors came together, and we have gone ahead and supported this effort. Um, our, our support has been, I would say, it's close to like being a true partner. We realize that this is going to be an evolutionary program. We will continuously learn and discover, and therefore we will need to keep pivoting, and therefore it has been and always a very flexible kind of support. We also supported this effort in ways in which usually government monies don't flow. For example, high quality human resources. In government programs, there's a tendency for the government to say we can pay only so much and we cannot, because they have to be, let's say, just to other programs the government runs. And that's where philanthropy came in, and I think it has been a strong support to Vijay Kumar and the Andhra effort. We also were keen and were able to sort of bring in third-party, independent third-party evaluation, like organizations like ICRAF, and to build in the evidence that will be required for such a program, given the kind of let's say the forces that are aligned potentially against this and which are likely to build up more and more in the future. The fertilizer lobby, the seed lobby, and unfortunately a significant number of our agriculture scientists who have been trained in chemical agriculture and are quite resistant to have a fresh look and do separate research and discovery to say what this program has to offer. So that's been, it's a bet we have placed with both our purpose in mind and a sense of, the coming together of important, factors in Andhra Pradesh. And the results have been encouraging. A lot more needs to happen in this space. We're talking about a paradigm shift. We will have to build various systems have to come in place, which are not there as of now or are just getting built. There was a mention of how input shops are coming together, so backward linkages need to be built. They're already, getting shaped in Andhra Pradesh on the ground. But we also need not just what the program is doing today in building human resources, but over a period of time, we need systematic processes where agriculture universities will produce the graduates and the postgraduates and the PhDs, who are going to build the future knowledge and engagement with agroecological agriculture. I will stop here.